Conformity Antidote. Melting one snowflake at a time. Get ready to be triggered. Here they come, the leaders of the new church, Reverend Cuz and Deacon Tex.
Hello, viewers!
Hello, viewers!
We were quick on the draw on that one.
I know.
Bam! All right, I can't hear
Quick draw McGraw.
There we go. All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Conformity Antidote on this lovely Saturday evening. Actually, it ain't lovely over here. It's cold and rainy and nasty.
Well, the rain finally did stop, but it's a little windy out and brisk. It's brisk.
Oh, is that tea?
Oh, it could be.
There we go.
Or is it Lipton?
We were a little low.
Yes.
How low can you go? Skeet, skeet. Oh, sorry.
Skeet, skeet.
My bad. All right, I was doing a little John. What?
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for joining us once again. And I don't think I have any announcements.
Well, I'll say it. Well, say it here at the beginning, and I'll also say it at the end. No. Announcement is next week. Next week, because of scheduling change, we will be coming to you on a Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
Next weekend, we will be coming to you Sunday evening at 8:00.
Yeah.
So, but we'll remind you again at the end of the show.
I forgot about that.
In case you forget.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go by, but because Reverend Cuz and the missus have a little sojourn they got to go on next Saturday. So we're going to switch over to Sunday. Plus, we can be better because we got the big football game is next Sunday. The battle of the cellar dwellers. The basement,
that right.
the bottom of the basement in the NFC East. We'll be fighting each other to see.
It's horrible.
I know.
It's
horrible. Is terrible. So
you're looking at Cowboys fan, Eagles fan. The whole NFC sucks.
Yes. Oh, NFC East. Sucks.
NFC, East. Sorry. We used to be the juggernaut. Now it's the wallflower. It's the petunia.
Well, it fluctuates. It fluctuates. But yeah, I mean, look at the Giants, Redskins,
and I understand they've been there. I understand it because I've been a Cowboys fan since early '70s. Why is Dallas in NFC East?
They're
nowhere near East.
I know that is a little bizarre. I mean, you
can
Philadelphia, Washington, and the Giants, Dallas.
I mean, you could still do the rivalry game. You still have them play, some of the teams in there, but still, it doesn't make any sense.
That's a good thing to look at in the history lesson. I don't know. Oh, that's very strange.
Carolina's NFC, right?
Yeah, they're NFC South. They're
So
down there with.
Why'd you make them like NFC East?
Well, they're down there with New Orleans, Tampa Bay.
Dallas would be more of South than they would East.
You would think.
Well, I mean, because if you take the whole
right.
Anyway, all right.
Strange.
Oh, I did get a new. I do not have my Conformity Antidote mug, but I have a new mug. Here we go. It's a stud muffin cup. See, but it's only 20% stud, 80% muffin.
I like that.
Oh, there's cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
there we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, you brought it all the way back from Mississippi.
All right. I guess we are ready. I think we're just rambling on now.
So
let's get into some news.
Sucky.
Oh, I tell you, hey, Cookie Boy.
Oh, Cookie Boy.
You'll stop messing around with our electronics.
Oh, yeah. Oh, electronics, yeah.
Oh, Trump got you in trade deal. He
trade deal.
Waking you right up the wazoo.
That's all right. We hack into your computer system. I got 10-year-old girls hacking in computers.
Oh. All right.
Yes. Speaking of which, before we move on to the news and hacking,
Yes.
I don't know. Did you see the thing on the news? I'm telling you, people, modern technology is an amazing thing. However, technology is also a very dangerous thing. They had the I don't know if anybody saw it on the news. They put the Ring camera system. This family put a Ring camera system in their house.
Oh, yeah. I saw
and in their 8-year-old's bedroom, and someone hacked into it and was basically telling this, was talking to this 8-year-old and telling her to do stuff, that Santa was watching her, nothing, perverted or anything like that, fortunately. But still, that's creepy.
That is creepy. And see, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, what's that big a deal?" I don't give a crap. You find this asshole, and then you whoop his ass.
Right. Well, they're hard to find though, but still.
We can find them.
But still, these people, technology. If you're going to use technology, you need to educate yourself on technology.
Educate.
You just can't throw the stuff up there and just expect it. Oh, they told me everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, it noise in it.
Oh, I got this. I spent $300 on this Ring doorbell. It's supposed to alert me anytime somebody comes up to the door, and I get to see the picture. It can be hacked into. Now this whole thing with the garage door, you get the code. Okay, I'm giving my garage door code to Amazon, okay, which is really not Amazon. It's to some UPS driver who's disgruntled.
Well, it's not even UPS.
Right.
Sometimes it's these fly-by-night deals.
Yeah, delivery drivers. And I'm going to give them a code to my garage door so they can leave a package of Nerf balls in my garage.
Don't do. So I get my package of Nerf balls, but then they steal my weed whacker.
Right, exactly. Or walk into the house and steal other stuff because you forgot to lock the door leading into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I don't think so. Look, people, if your stuff is getting stolen out in your neighborhood, that's why they have those lockers that you can have stuff sent to at the mall and various other places.
And that's why they have these.
Put that in your front yard.
Rat bastards.
Then you'll blow up the.
I just love it how it's just victimless crimes, or it's not crimes that we should do this or do that. You know what? F all y'all people. You steal stuff, go F yourself. I'm getting tired of this crap where, it's no big deal. This, that, and the other. You know what? F you. You want to steal crap? You want to make that? I got something for you. Claymore. All right. Let's get in news.
Right to the news. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Oh, ooh.
Oh.
Which one?
Both.
We got a double boo.
It's for both of them. Okay, and we're gonna spend like 2 seconds on this. Anyway, so the NFL says, so long. We're done. We're done. We're done with entertaining your dumbass. There, Kaepernick. He had no intentions. All right, all this was a publicity stunt, just to get himself some more publicity. This, that, and the other, or else he wouldn't have jacked this thing an hour from it. So it's like you had 28 teams coming out to watch you. If you wanted the job, and it's like, I'm just going to one more thing. It's like everybody kept saying that they kicked him out. Like we've said on this show about 500 times, this dumbass, well, that's a dumbass too, but this dumbass walked away from his final year. I think he was going to make like 8 point some million. He walked away from his final year in the NFL with the 49ers. Okay, nobody kicked him out. Nothing. He walked away. Okay, so don't try all this stuff. And now he's, what do you get? Made your bed. Now you got to lay in it.
Yeah.
Lie in it.
Lie in it. Lay.
Lay. No,
Laying.
leggy. I know you want to lay me. Pass the ball, Mahalo. But anyway, so he's made his bed. So, so the NFL's like, we're done with you. And good riddance to bad rubbish. So
yes.
Screw yourself.
And what does I tell you when not even nobody in the XFL is even entertaining this character? So
yeah, it's just so we're done. I'm done
yes.
talking about him.
Yes.
Oh, Miss Vivian's in there, and we have Caleb Gonzalez. I think so. But hi, Miss Vivian, and
hello, viewers,
and Miss Vivian, and hope speedy recovery. Prayers with you. Miss Vivian just had surgery not too long ago, and she's convalescing. So, why are you making me do this? I don't know who this is, but that's fine. All right. So let's move on from Bucky here, and let's get into. Whoa! Ooh. Oh, wrong one.
Not yet.
Oh, what happened to the witch? I had the witch. Okay, so I love how people are talking about Trump's hair and everything. Boris Johnson, the new PM from the UK, he always looks like this. Nothing like in a windstorm. This is how he looks when he comes out of the office,
right,
or whatever. So anyway, so Boris Johnson in a landslide took over or was voted in as a prime minister, right?
Prime minister.
And and the good thing about it is he's a Conservative Party, heavy on Brexit, getting out of the EU, and he's why are we? Oh, we're over top of the thing. Oh no, we aren't. It just looks like your head's.
I know. I'm in the
your
dark.
Your hair's blending in.
I know with the background.
So anyway, so Boris here is the new prime minister, and he's Conservative Party, and he won in a landslide. So that should tell you something of the trend and the environment going on in the UK there.
Well, it wasn't necessarily he won in a landslide either.
Well,
it was the party. It was the party
yes.
got majority control of Parliament, which was a sign. We were talking about that earlier, and it's like a warning. It's it's a warning sign to these radical left wing candidates we got here in the States, like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren,
which we'll be talking about here in a second.
People don't want that radical of shit going on, and they proved it over in England. And I'm telling you right now, you all keep up this stuff where you're going to do you want this radical liberalist left wing crap going on. You're in for a rude awakening. Americans do not want that crap. They do not want that far left wing. Only a small majority of people do. So you do it at your own peril, and England should be a wake-up call.
Yeah, like this. That's about as much.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's good. I'm telling you right now, it's going to. And go take a look. Go take a look at what's going on in Germany. All right, so Germany is getting overrun by all these illegals in there. They're taking over, and the citizens of Germany they've had it. They're pissed off. I mean, we get not all over, but a bunch of our followers on Twitter are sending us stuff of things that are going on in Germany, and people are just fed up with it. So, I kind of see this as, I see this as kind of some dominoes falling. It's going to happen more. It's going to happen in more and more countries going on, and so anyway,
yes.
All right, Boris, off you go, my friend.
Off you go. Piss off.
Piss off. We didn't have any God Save the Queen.
No.
Okay.
We don't have that anymore.
We don't. Oh, there. You know what? That's the best picture they've ever taken.
We ought to have like a contest. Guess who's who?
Yeah.
That's Bernie Sanders. I mean,
speaking of hair, he kind of looks like old Boris Johnson. But anyway.
Yeah. Hey, here is your ladies and gentlemen. May I present to you your diverse Democratic candidates for president of the United States. Okay, you got old white man, old white man, old white woman, maybe man,
And all
well, wait a minute. That's Pocahontas. She's got 1.8
20 thousandths, which they said even the average American citizen has that, or
Right.
more than that.
of American Indian.
But they're all
Native American.
they're all old, they're all white, and they're all millionaires.
Yes. How about that?
Multi-millionaires.
Even if you ask Bernie, he doesn't he doesn't know. He's not a millionaire.
Well, he is.
Yeah, he is a
because he
millionaire.
doesn't pay. He doesn't pay his people any money.
Right. So, I think that's
So them. So they are going on their social justice warrior warpath, and because there's the debate on December 19th is supposed to be at Loyola Marymount University. Well, they're in a labor dispute with Sodexo, the workers. That's who they have their food service contract with. Well, anyway, so the workers in there are boycotting and they're striking, so like that. So the Democrats in solidarity with the workers, they said, you know what, we're gonna boycott the debate because we're with the people.
yeah. They don't want to cross the picket line, or they want to cross.
Yeah.
They want to cross the line.
You people, you three jackasses have been with the people since day one. You guys wouldn't even know.
Well, not only that. Okay, so the cafeteria workers, basically what it boils down to, the cafeteria workers are on strike. So you don't get they're not slinging the mashed potatoes
Slinging the
and
hash.
stuff in the cafeteria at Loyola Marymount. And so now they're saying, oh, we can't cross the picket line. We got to support our brethren labor. Like you would even walk near that cafeteria anyway. Rich white trash, which white trash who is .5333
That's giving her too much.
Navajo. Whatever she thinks she
Stupid
is.
ass.
Give me a break.
Yeah, give us a break.
Well, that's all right. One less debate.
Yeah, but I like the debates because they make an ass out of themselves.
Well, yeah, especially
That's what I'm trying to find the one.
especially Mrs. Medicare for everybody, or take everybody's private health care away, and let's make it all government sponsored, which will cost umpteen trillions of dollars. But she can't explain how that's going to get paid for. Bernie's just as bad. He can't explain how that's going to get paid for by putting everybody on Medicare. Then you've got Joe, and Joe, that just speaks for himself.
What?
He's trying to play. He's trying to do the Alzheimer bit with his son. That he has no idea. His son is his own man. That his son, whatever his son does, it's on his son. He doesn't know what half the stuff he does.
I have no idea what he's got going on.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So
You know exactly what's going on.
yes. Well, his son wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff if it weren't for Dad. Other than that, you go over to. I could see him going. Welcome to the Ukraine. What's your name again?
Julio?
Hunter was it? It's Hunter, right?
Hunter.
Is that his son? Yeah, Hunter.
Hunter Biden.
I don't know, no Hunter. Your daddy is who? Oh yes.
Welcome.
Yes, we gave him vodka when he was with Obama. He always liked drinking our vodka.
And
As a
playing
matter of
with
fact,
our girls.
yes, he did. He liked playing with the girls. Oh no, that.
What are you doing?
I didn't
Why
mean
you
to
keep
push-
hitting it?
We went back. All right,
see what I gotta deal
before anybody asks, I sat there. We went back to our old sound effects. If you didn't know, and so I have to get reacclimated to the. It used to be before you had the. Never mind. Anyway,
We had these.
I know
For 2
before. I
years.
know we did,
And we didn't have them for like 2 weeks.
I got used to the other one where you had to keep pushing and press.
Blah.
Anyway, yeah, blah.
Blah. So anyway, if you heard House member Gates, whatever his name is, Gates. I think it's Gates. Anyway, he was bringing up where Hunter Biden like got caught with the crack pipe and coke and everything in a Hertz rental car. That's still ongoing, right? So he's like, okay, so this guy can't even handle his own personal life yet. The Ukraine company, I can't remember the name of it is. The Ukraine company is going to pay him $83,000 a month to handle their affairs. Really? Has nothing to do with his father.
No. Nothing at all. I don't know. I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Nothing.
All right, get off. You guys make me want to puke. Off you go.
Off you go then. Well, then I guess that means
We're done.
We're
with
done
the
that
news. And like I said, we could stay on the news for like 5 hours, just because of all the stupid. If anybody, like I said, if anybody watched the IG report or the hearing when they were talking about the FISA, dude, if you could hear this, the crap that's going on. And here's the thing. So they said, I'll just go to this real quickly. They said that there was that the reason why they started it was valid. All right. The point of the matter was it was valid only because there was a DOJ attorney that changed the email that came down from. So basically, anybody heard of Carter Page, right? Carter Page was an informant for the CIA, right? This is all public news now. Anyway, so he was meeting with Russia to get information, right? Matter of fact, he was tasked by the CIA. Well, so the CIA sent this down to, I forget who it was. I guess, the Department of Justice that says, yeah, he's one of our boys, this, that, and the other. So the attorney, one of the DOJ attorneys that was in this little mix with like McCabe and all these other assholes and Comey, changed it to say he is not one of our resources. So when Carter Page was having all these meetings with the Russians, everybody else was like, oh, DOJ was like, hey, he's meeting with them to conspire and this, that, and the other. No, he was doing it for the CIA. And that is how the whole FISA warrant started. And that's what, and then it was a big old shit sandwich from there, rolling downhill. It's ridiculous, but anyway, I'll get off my soapbox on that. But if you guys watch this hearing and listen to this stuff, and another thing, in the Judiciary Committee, so their attorney that was representing the Democrats, that was kind of summarizing all this stuff, was also the counsel that Nadler had to ask all the questions. And they're like, whoa, you can't, hold on. You're going to be a witness and the counsel who cross-examines? You can't do that. And it was just that's what it was. It was a joke. It was a freaking joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
And they had on video where some of the Republicans were questioning, and they showed the lawyer guy was sitting right next to Nadler. He was doing this, so he'd bang his gavel. It's like, you're a puppet, you piece of crap. Anyway.
Well, not only that, but that doddering old fool, he probably, hey, it's time to hit the gavel, huh? All right, hit the gavel.
Well, they showed how he fell asleep a couple times. So, anyway. All right. Let's move on. Oh, right there. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Isn't that nice? Oh,
yes.
It's like a big. Unable to download item. Done. All right. I don't know what you're downloading. Anyway. Oh, that nice little trash heap right there. All right. So, the lovely city of Portland, Oregon, who is probably the biggest advocate for the homeless. I mean, they'd rather just everybody be homeless, it seems like. Well, anyway, so Portland wants private property owners to add mandatory rest spaces for the homeless. So apparently, I guess the city doesn't have enough park benches for the homeless. So, Portland, Oregon, like many other notably blue cities, whatever, is not immune to growth. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I don't know why I put it there. They're overrun with homeless and drug addiction and mental illness. So the city's Planning and Sustainability Commission enforces the city's building codes. Approved a change to building guidelines in November that would require new construction to require opportunities to rest and be welcome for those who are not among the building's residents or customers.
Okay.
Yes.
Very nice.
So we're talking about private residences. I don't care what you say if you think I'm an asshole or what. I do not want a bunch of homeless people sleeping out in my front yard because I'm in a new housing development. They put a bunch of benches there for the homeless. Really? I mean, and then my kids walk out, and the dude's like, and we've already seen, and they're taking a crap right there on the street and pissing. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I want to expose my kids to. Yeah, that sounds great. I just dropped $500,000 on this damn house, right? But I got all these homeless people camping out for free, and I'm like, what? So I'm wondering if all these council people are they going to be in any of these neighborhoods?
Oh no!
Where they have to have the homeless.
They live far enough away in the suburbs. They know better. I guarantee they know better. Not only that, but we have security fences put up around all yards. Right. We would love to open the gate for you all, but we just got to keep it closed.
It's about safety here as a public servant.
You never know when a terrorist is going to want to blow up a council member or something thereof. So we've got to protect ourselves from the terrorists. Oh, it's not you, homeless people. You're so nice. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at Tommy over there with the needle sticking out of his arm. Oh, you're so lovely.
You ought to watch him when he's not high. He plays a wind.
It spoons.
It spoons in the harmonica.
And then you've got Fred over there. He plays a mean armpit.
Stupid. If you come around on Saturday evenings where they get a little bit of the hooch in them, we have a little jamboree. It's lovely.
Oh, yes, it is. It's great. It's grand time, the Admiral. It's family entertainment. Watch that poo. You know what? I love it because this is the reason why I love it. Because if these people that live in Portland are dumb enough, absolutely dumb enough to let this happen, and you're the one paying the taxes. Let me put it this way: these cities they're going to soon realize it. These businesses and these people that are paying like $2,000 a month for rent in these places are going to be like, you know what? I'm paying the taxes to this MF, and you want me to do what? And eventually what's going to happen is guess what? They're going to hit the road. They're going to take it. They're going to go somewhere else, or they're going to go out to the suburbs. They're like, you know what? I'll drive to work. I'll drive to work an hour away. I ain't having no tent cities. I'm not having poop and pee. I'm not having some guy sleeping in my yard. And these businesses are going to be the same way. They're going to be like, wait a minute. They ain't got this shit going on on the East Coast. Okay, yeah, they still have issues on the East Coast, but not like here in the West Coast. So I'm taking my business and I'm moving. I'm hitting the road. Like Amazon. Well, Amazon, some of these other places. They're like, enough of this shit. And these people in the cities are like, well, we're sanctuary cities. We just got to take everybody in.
Over there, though, not here.
Exactly.
Over there.
And that's, and it's like, okay, mayor and councilman, how about you take this many homeless people home with you? Oh, no, that's not what we mean. We're not at my house, but we could have them here.
I would, but I just don't have the space in my 6,000 square foot home.
Yes, and we just put in an in-ground pool and a tennis court and a bocce bowl.
Once I get my housekeeper and my cleaning lady, there's just no room.
Instead,
whatever.
If you were that much, I'm off my soapbox. If you were that much of an advocate for the homeless, you would build shelter, like the rescue mission or help out like that, like the rescue mission and stuff like that. Help them get more beds and stuff like that, so the homeless can get them off the street and a place to sleep at night. And you have programs to treat the mental health and drug addiction.
Yes. I think I misspoke. It's Vivian Dunham.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I thought you were
that's
our
right.
other Miss Vivian.
I think we we'll talk about that.
That was a while
offline.
ago. I just noticed. Sorry, Miss Vivian, our new Miss Vivian, and we have a Miss Vivian, my cousin who just had surgery. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. And we look. I don't know who the other guy is. Well, really,
I don't know, but thanks for joining us. If you are, if you've turned us off, well, then I guess you won't be listening to this. So just a caveat on that. So business owners obviously took issue with the new requirement, badgering committee members to be more specific about the rules. There's particularly whether the Portland Planning and Sustainability Commission was mandating that private property owners accommodate beds, tents, and full camps. Because they're saying, okay, if I make space for them or whatever, what's to stop them? Because to set up a whole freaking tent city like this one right here, right in my front yard or back, whatever.
Right.
Come on, people. I mean, you know what? And like we said, look, I understand there's homeless out there that have mental disabilities. I get it. Believe me. Okay? But here's the thing. There's a lot of like we have the rescue mission here where we live, okay? Now, they'll give you free food, free shelter, and this and the other. But here's the thing. They have rules, okay? Which means you got to get up at a certain time in the morning.
Right.
And it's not like 6 in the morning, dude.
Right.
It's not like, butt crack of dawn. But you have to get up, you have to kind of make your bed, and you have to either like volunteer or you have to do something. There's a bunch of people that won't go because they don't want to have to play they don't want to have to do any rules. They just want to do what they want, sit around and do nothing. Okay? So that's where I have to draw a line saying, okay, we have services to help a lot of these people, but when you get people that make a conscious decision that I want to do whatever hell I want to do. We're only talking about making your bed, maybe volunteering, this, that, and the other. We're not asking you to go out there and pound rocks with a sledgehammer all damn day.
That was one thing I had. I
Stupid.
had a meeting at the VA office in Frederick 2 weeks ago, and me and the guy that were sitting there talking about that. And it's like a lot of homeless veterans. Believe it or not, there's a lot of veterans out there that are choosing. It is their choice to be homeless because the VA has done an astronomical job of trying to get homeless veterans off the street and getting them, helping them out or whatever like that. I know a lot of the ones around here. I don't know about everywhere else around the country because I know a lot of other VA places in the country are kind of in disarray and still like shit. Around here, not so much. But around here, a lot of them don't want the programs. They don't want to be required to take job training. They want to do their own thing. They want that, and that, you know what? And that's fine. Do your own thing. You can do this is the United States. You can do whatever you want. You can be homeless if you so desire, but do not sit there and like have these people are trying to bend over backwards for you. And it's like, I want to be homeless. Get the F off, and whatever. That's what I'm saying. Some people out there choose to be homeless. They do because that's how they want to live their life. And Reverend Cuz kind of hit it on the head. It's like, they want to follow their own rules. They don't like following other people's rules, and that's fine. You just got to pay the consequences. You're going to have to pay the piper for being homeless. And don't expect everybody to sit there and just start throwing you everything out the window, just throwing you everything, no. It doesn't work that way.
Right. And like you said, we don't want to ball everybody into everybody's the same.
Right. No.
Everybody's got mental disability, so therefore maybe they don't want to be in the shelter with a bunch of other people. They can't take it. Don't do that wide paintbrush to say that's everybody, because it's a select few that's actually mentally disabled or whatever. It's a lot of other ones that just don't want to play the game.
Right.
Okay. Fine. Don't play the game, but you know what? Don't come squawking to me.
Right.
When I'm, when we're volunteering or we're providing, donating to all this other stuff, and you just want to do your own, thing. That's fine. Go do your own thing, but don't come squawking.
Yep. Don't see. No setting up shop in my yard. No.
You will get a little bit.
You're paying real rent. Or you're gonna be paying rent, is what I'm saying. You better be going. You would be getting a job, something, paying rent on that little piece of grass that you're on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, pay my taxes.
Yep, mow my yard.
Oh. All right.
Anyway, move on.
Moving on. All right, so.
No.
So
What?
Walmart online got in a little trouble because Walmart has like some third-party vendors and stuff that put stuff on there. Well, one of their one of their third-party vendors made up some interesting Christmas sweaters, which Walmart quickly took offline because people were complaining. So here's one in as an example. You got Santa there. He's got a couple lines. Let us know, baby.
With more in reserve waiting there.
That's
you got
right.
snowballs waiting to be. So you got snowballs, which we don't know what that slang term means.
Different? Is that different from an 8-ball?
Yeah. And the 3 line. Oh, that's just the number 3. That's just the number. Yeah, number 3.
3 lines. Why do you do 3 lines? So you would think, okay, I got 2 nostrils.
Right.
I'm gonna do one, then the other, and then the third one. Where does that one go?
Right up the same nostril.
Up
It
ass?
takes 3. No, it takes 3. It takes 3 to go. It takes 3.
3 to 1 nostril.
Yep.
Or which nostril gets it?
I don't know. You can alternate, I think.
So they've been forced to apologize to consumers, and they complained after some of the ugly Christmas sweaters sold on this website were racy and obscene. Believe me, we got a couple other ones. And of course, this one shows Santa Claus doing some lines. So the store's Canadian website featured a full line of offbeat holiday attire, but the outfit attracted the most attention was this white blue sweater with a snowman on it dressed as Santa Claus and presiding over a table of 3 lines of snow in quotes.
And do you know this? Since it was taken down, it is a hot seller. I think Amazon's picked it up, and I think it's a big seller on Amazon.
Well, you're gonna go. You can do ugly sweater party, and this one will probably be a hit.
Oh yeah.
And it says we all know how snow works. It's white, powdery, and the best snow comes straight from South America. That's bad news for Jolly O Saint Nick because he lives way up in the North Pole.
You got that right. Well, when he makes his rounds,
That's
he goes
right.
and does a little pickup. Not only does he drop off, but he does a pickup as well.
Oh, he does a pickup. So here's another one. Oh. Santa's been naughty. Oh, little
yeah.
dominatrix. You got.
Okay, can we zoom in on that a little bit there?
Yeah, we can.
Oh my!
Santa's been naughty.
Hey, Mom! Why is Santa down?
Why is his pants at his ankles?
Is that Mrs. Claus whipping him like Daddy whips me when I'm bad?
Oh.
Oh. That's awesome.
So that's one. That's one of the other ones. And here we have a last one, which was taken offline. You got an alien probe going in his butt.
Oh, poor Santa.
I know. He got abducted.
Well, after he does the after he does the lines of coke, then he gets whipped by the dominatrix who sold him the coke. He's doing coke with her, and then next thing you know, he's so out of it that the alien picks him up and gives him an anal probe. Ooh. That's crazy.
They don't have anything for the probe. Anyway, we could have put a little anyway.
That's all right.
Here, you know what? Alien's got to put that probe in there.
Pull it out.
So anyway, Walmart got in trouble. They pulled the stuff immediately, but I think there's still other places like Deacon Tech said you could go on Amazon and maybe find these. But okay,
right.
That's
all right.
Little,
now, hands up. Who does not think that these sweaters would have actually sold at Walmart? Knowing the characters that actually walk into Walmart, I could have seen these if they would have set these up by the front. These things would have sold like hotcakes.
Yep, they'd have all them redneck up in there.
Yep. Hey, Mabel, man, I got the best. Look at this Christmas sweater right here. This is awfully good right here. Oh, look, it's on sale too.
I'm gonna get one for me. I'm gonna get one for Uncle Buck. I'm gonna get one for Cousin James.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one for my mama and my sister. Oh, wait,
that's my wife.
That's the same thing.
Ooh. Then you got Leroy going in there. Man, look at that one right there with I want that snowman with the lines right there.
Lines.
That reminds me back in the neighborhood. Oh, bet. All right.
Here, I'll get one for my lovely Norma Jean. Here, put that on, girl. What's it? Well, hold on. You got it. No, you got it. Oh. Oh, then she's gonna put that on and quit getting that food all over it. Get my greasy chips.
You're getting that thing dirty. Oh my God.
Oh,
whoa.
You should have wore your Thanksgiving pants. All right, that's out there. All right. What do we got now?
I think whoever came up with those shirts. Oh my.
All right. Now, this skank boat is did I have the name?
You know who she reminds me of?
It's Dr. Lowell, but I remember. Who?
They're looking at that picture.
Don't say it if it's somebody we know.
It looks like a young version of a certain middle school English teacher we used to have. They.
Oh!
I will not say the name.
Oh,
a
much younger version.
I know.
Anyway. So this is President. This is Dr. Lowell, and I didn't have it on here. But, so in the University of Wisconsin, La Crosse, they're holding a hate/bias response symposium targeting straight white men and claiming that, and also in part of this, is claiming that fat is a social justice issue too. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, so challenging straight white college men to advocate for social justice. Fat is a social justice issue too, and also navigating masculinity through trans identities. Here's the write up for navigating masculinity through trans identity. This workshop discusses the regulation of gender, specifically expectations regarding masculinity, through a narrative of transmasculine identity. This narrative will include examples of gender bias and how this bias evolves over the course of transitioning from female to male. The regulation of masculinity will be exploited via group activity along with potential consequences when healthy masculinity is not reinforced. Finally, these consequences will be complemented with data from statewide national trends related to mental health, class, and violence. Possible outcomes include increased understanding of gender bias and the acquirement of tools to promote healthy masculinity. Okay, so my question would be, what is healthy masculinity? Because believe me, it's been just decimated for, okay, and let me tell you something. You want to keep on jumping on masculinity and everything. Okay, go. Yeah. Choking on that word masculinity. That's what you get for chewing that damn ice. So I was gonna say, if you want to talk about masculinity, go ask Gillette what happened. They lost like, what was it, a couple billion or close to $1 billion for their little stupid ass little thing on attacking about masculinity. And here's my thing with masculinity. So many times that they jump on masculinity on stuff that people don't do anymore. Okay? I mean, when you had the fathers that had to be hard on you, never hugged you, never this and the other, excuse me, that stuff doesn't happen anymore. Okay? Now, in some cases, does it? Yeah, but that's not the norm anymore. Or the fact that men can't show emotion or feel. All right? Just the point is, they want them to be just as emotional and as women. Negative. That's why we're two different. Whatever, two different genders, but that's why we're different. So come together to make up what the other one doesn't. You don't want, believe me, I don't want somebody to be like myself. Be married. I don't want to be married to me.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think anybody else does. I think they want somebody different. So, but trying to make men to your definition of what masculinity is and whatever ain't gonna work, sweetheart. Okay? Now, I understand you're probably having a hard time finding a man, but that's not our problem.
Oof. Well, that'll be coming up in here. My bane of contention with her and with this whole thing.
You said bone.
Bane. Did I say bone?
You said bone.
Bone
of contention.
Bone. Anyway, my whole thing with this is, okay, these people, and when I say these people, I'm talking about these
jackasses.
These left wing, these far left wing socialists that are trying to make all this. I thought you were trying to be this whole gender fluid, gender neutral, non-binary stuff. So why are you even talking about masculinity? You shouldn't even be bringing it up, because basically, where's about being effeminate, being a woman, being femininity, which I also think is lacking. Okay, if you think masculinity, if there, you need to change masculinity, what about how to be a woman?
Femininity.
Right, femininity. And it's like, you all are very quick to sit there and say, you even in this crap that she wrote on here about gender fluid, male, woman to male, and all this other stuff like that. But you still want to talk about how to be a man and masculinity. You're going against you see right there. You're being a hypocrite. You're going against,
But they want masculinity to be more like
a woman.
A woman. Thank you.
Well, basically, they want the lines being blurred. Well, then you shouldn't be using the term masculinity.
Yeah.
Okay. And number two, I don't know about anybody else out there, but if I'm going to college, okay, first off, I don't know what kind of degree program this would be a part of, but I'd be like, I'm paying you $1,000 for as a white male. I'm going to pay you $1,000 so you can tell me how to act like a man.
Yeah.
like this.
How much does transgender studies? How much does that make in the real world? Am I making like $150,000 a year?
Well, okay, if you are going to be a counselor, counseling people in the LGBTQ community or whatever, that's fine. But still, this class makes absolutely no sense. And if you ask me,
we haven't even got on the fatness on the fat
I know.
part yet.
Yeah, that's coming up. And anyway, go ahead and talk about that part of it.
All right. So also, that she was talking about is that fat is a social justice issue too.
Amen.
Now, is fat is that is fat is that okay? I don't need to see those lips going. That is really just unsettling. Really, just
Okay.
Anyway.
But
is fat is the word is using the word fat in that
that's
not the right word.
That's bullying.
Yeah. Anyway,
She's bullying.
so in her blurb for this this part of the course, despite the fact that fat phobia in the United States has always been intimately connected to other systems of oppression like sexism, racism, and classism, those of us who are otherwise engaged in social justice work so often exclude it from our research and our activism. We fail to acknowledge that fat is a social justice issue too. In this presentation, I began by providing a brief history of the ways fat has been pathologized. What is that?
I don't know.
Pathologized, whatever.
Something like that.
And medicalized in the United States. I will then discuss some of the ways fat is connected with gender, race, and class in particular, and offer some strategies on how we can move forward by engaging in fat activism. Okay, so if you guys remember our show a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, we talked about how they had this black professor who was saying that because of Trump's policies, that made her fat. That caused her extra stress, and then therefore the reason why black women are now becoming obese is because of Trump's policies. So you mean like lowest African American unemployment in basically recorded history?
No, he sat there and did a quid pro quo with Ukraine. I can't. Oh, these Ruffles chips are.
Yeah, it's his foreign affair. It's his foreign
Don't mention that word.
policy that makes me just eat all this bag of chips. Oh, there went my pants. You know what? And also, it causes me not to shower regularly.
Oh, yeah.
People, come on, man.
All right, this is where we get off. This is where I also think too. A lot of this and reading this stuff is where we, as a society, are getting away from taking responsibility for ourselves. Take responsibility for yourself. Okay?
No.
If you're overweight, you know what you need to do. You know what needs to be causing it. And if gotta put them chips down. But if you're suffering from this, what she calls stress or
Fat phobia?
sexism, race, yeah, and
It's,
all this
it's
other
not,
stuff.
it's not the fact that people are fat. It's the fact that we have phobias against fat people.
It's like
No, I have
against
phobia
against you.
I have phobia of people who are like 400 pounds wearing like yoga and stretch pants.
Yes. Yes, that's scary. And walking around the beach,
Right.
and
And believe me, we're not skinny minis, but
No.
you're gonna
we know
see
how
this
to
stuff.
dress appropriately.
It's gonna be we're gonna be hit. Our stuff's gonna be hidden.
You don't
Not
see
because we
us-
care what people think. I'm just like that's just not. That's not.
It's
good.
not. Yeah, you're not going to see us strutting our stuff on the beach in a thong. At least not
Well,
yet.
not well. when we do our world tour and we go down to Brazil.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, that's another thing. I'll just have to. Never mind.
Anyway,
disgusting.
let's go get a Brazilian wax.
Oop. Yes, in many places. But take responsibility for yourself.
We can't. We can't. We got to blame it on everybody else.
And you know what? There are guys. You know what? And it's like, but I don't care. It's not just white men. It's all men of different races and stuff like that. And you're always going to have a section of them that are imbeciles and idiots and assholes. That's kind of our demeanor. Right. Yeah. That's just how men are.
Immature.
But, it's not to sit there and there again, there she goes. I get the privilege.
Would you say there she blows?
Of the well, I don't know. She might. But the privileged here, you want to talk about privileged? You have the privileged white female doctor who's going to try and have a class on how to be a man and about fat activism. I'm telling you right now, honey, I'm chunky. I don't particularly feel too great. Oh, what's that?
I'm on Facebook. I'm just kind of see like if we had any more. All right, go ahead.
So anyway, I'm just saying it's like people that are overweight, okay, need classes on how to eat right, how to exercise, and also if they're experiencing psychological problems, going to see a counselor, getting work on that, and on self-esteem issues, because that's what it boils down to. It's a lot of it doesn't mean being accepted in society. I'm sick and tired. And how many people on the left, how many people in Hollywood and stuff like that, to this day, even on social media, make fun of fat people, but yet they're going to tell everybody else that this is what you need to do, but behind closed doors, they're like, oh, look at Chubby over there. You better go hide the caviar. She's going to take it home with her, and she's going to shove it down her gullet and eat it.
Chubby dogs.
Yes, chubby dogs. So, lady, I tell you what, anybody dumb enough to pay for this class, that too. You might, throw your money this way. Reverend Cuz and I are going to make our own college class.
We're going to teach a class on social issues.
Cheers. And you know what?
It'll be awesome.
I know it will be awesome. And I have no problem if somebody takes it upon themselves. You call it social justice warrior or whatever. But if somebody wants to go out there and do work with the homeless, somebody wants to go out there and do stuff for Habitat for Humanity and stuff like that, by all, do it. Do it. But don't sit there and preach to me or don't preach to the white male, this is what you need to do, and this is what you, and you're not even a white male. Well, I don't know.
Well, we
don't know that, but
jury's out on that one.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just it's stupid, and why? See, here's my thing. Why don't we have, instead of everybody busted on the white male and this, that, and the other, how about we just bring a bunch of diverse people together and let's just have a talk on what's just going on, all right? And if we start going off one or the other, say, okay, hold on, time out. Let's just talk about how we can together deal with some of this crap. Instead of sitting there and saying, oh, well, that's you, or this, that, and the other. Cut that crap.
Right.
All right? I mean, believe me, I don't want to get on my soapbox, but I'm going to get on one real quick. Because we had a discussion the other day at work about it, and they were talking about minorities in college. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a minority and you're gonna tell me that you can't go to college, I'll tell you right to your face, you're full of crap. All right? I've already with my daughter, this, that, and the other, and my son's getting ready to go. I've already dealt with this stuff. Over half of the grants and scholarships are for minorities. And my daughter being white doesn't qualify for, like I said, less than half she qualifies for. So don't give me this crap. And, oh, by the way, grant scholarships don't have to be paid back. All right? The federal government also has all these other programs, okay, that basically you can go for free. So I don't want to hear this bullshit, okay? Because right now, you can, if you want it, you can
Well,
have
see-
it and you can take care
Well,
of it.
see, there again. That's if you really want it. If you really want to go to school or whatever, you can go to school. This whole thing, if it's this other shit, it's a cop out. Oh, I can't go to school because I'm this or because I'm that. It's like
Bullcrap.
yeah. I'll throw the bullshit flag on that one.
Yeah.
We know.
And
better.
oh, by the way, in most campuses now in these colleges, this is the kind of crap you get. So if you're transgender, you're gay, you're whatever else, man, you got the red carpet rolled out for you. Okay, I don't hear this crap of we can't bull crap.
But you know what's happening, and it's already starting. It's already starting to. And there was a show I was watching a couple weeks ago. They were talking about it. You're going to have – they want to separate everybody into these categories of minorities. And then what's going to happen is – and it's already starting to happen, especially within the LGBTQ community, that they're already trouncing on each other's toes, be trying to say, well, I'm more of a minority than this person. Well, I know I should be paid attention for – and it's like, okay, well, I'm a binary neutral. I'm a transgender this. I'm a trans neutral binary gender.
Fluid. Something.
It's every day they keep trying to come out with this other stuff, and it's like, wait a minute, and then what's happening is it's taken away from this group over here. This group is taking away their stuff, and they're like, whoa, wait a minute, you didn't even exist like 3 years. Don't oppress me. You don't know what I am. And it's on, and it's like race is the same way. It's people. I said it before, and I had a class. We just said it again. 99.6% of our DNA as human beings is all the same, all of it. From if you're black, well, you're the 0.4. But from black people to Asian people to American Indian, Native Americans to Indian, 99.6 people. We're, anyway.
99.
But you can't say that. You can't say that because by saying that means we're all the same, pretty much. We are all the same, but no, we can't have that. The other party doesn't want you to have that. They're like, no. We're all separate. We got to put ourselves in separate boxes. And don't call me black. I'm a African Indian from Japan. Go. Oh, mama.
So I'm just going to say something real quick. So where is the female in all this? Right? So before we were trying, because here's the thing. Here's really who's gets screwed in this whole business. All right, is the woman? Yeah, genetically engineered, biology a woman, assholes. But anyway. So women have fought for voting and the rights this, that, and the other, right? And we keep talking to how, which is actually somewhat of a myth about equal pay, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. Anyway, so we're getting to that point where we're really getting, the woman up to where society feels that she needs to be as far as equal, equal across the board. But now what we're doing is we're you got these scumbags, the far left is jumping on this transgender whatever bandwagon. So now you have these quote unquote women. They're actually dudes. Okay, don't fool yourself on that. Competing in all these other sports and this, that, and the other, and so the woman is just getting kind of shoved to the back of the bus because it's not fair to her because it's physiologically the dude is. Stronger or this and the other, but we don't want to offend them, so we're gonna let them compete in female sports.
Right? He's got more testosterone in him than I do.
Right?
And yet they're quote unquote because he's got some boobs or whatever. Well, I got boobs. I could play one.
Well, if you look at some of these athletes, they don't have boobs, but I'm serious. But then it's like no matter how much this woman over here trains her ass off. She can't, as far as stamina or whatever it is, whatever that trait is, with the physio. That's why we don't have like co-ed sport. You got women's track and field, you got men's track and field. You don't have track and field and everybody competes against each other. It's an unfair advantage, and it's not sexist to say it. It's just biology. It's fact. But my point is, women are getting shoved to the back of the bus because now we're saying, oh, he's transgender, whatever. It's a dude. I don't care what the frick you say, what he feels like. He's a dude. All right? You can't go against what? Eons of freaking biology and say all of a sudden now he's a woman. Bullshit. But anyway, so that's the thing. So now we got now women's rights and this and the other and what feminism used to be back in the day, boop, completely out the window. And now they're just lost in the mix with all this other bullshit, and it's ridiculous.
Why didn't the old girl needs to have class on that? Here. There you go. There's a class for you.
Anyway.
Oh my.
Oh,
what is going on here?
There? All right. So this lovely lady, Skank, is Trish Bendix. Bendix. So she is a member of the National Lesbian and Gay Journalists Association. And the reason why she's here is because she did not like... So if anybody saw it, so Hillary Clinton... Thank you. Hillary Clinton was on Howard Stern. He interviewed her. And believe me, I heard it. It was actually a pretty good interview, to be honest with you. He asked her some questions, that Howard Stern does. He didn't get really raunchy with her, but he did talk to her about, lesbian, if she had any lesbian affairs, this, and the other. And she said, well, no. And he's like, okay. And then Howard Stern says, raise your hand if you ever had a lesbian affair. And she said, never. She goes, never even been tempted. Well, based on that right there, this one over here, boom, got pissed off because she said it's so frustrating. The thing is, she said she did not appreciate how lesbianism came across as salacious. She took particular issue with Hillary's use of the word tempted. She says, it's so frustrating when public figures like Hillary feel the need to dispel lesbian rumors in a way that equates lesbianism or queerness to salaciousness, and that's ultimately what I dislike about the way she phrased it. Okay, she just said she's never been... just means that she could have had feelings for a woman. Now, you talk to Tex and myself, she's had plenty.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there goes that pantsuit. But the thing is that she says she never been tempted, whatever. So now they're pissed off because she didn't answer the question exactly correct. She didn't say I find women disgusting as far as, being, in a relationship or having sex or whatever. I would never do that because, she didn't say anything she just said, whatever. Now, believe me, I'm not coming to Hillary's defense. But what I find ridiculous is you got people in the LGBT, because here's my thing, because I want to get on a soapbox for a second, because you guys did my girl wrong, Martina Navratilova, right? When she came out against, because now it was LGBTQ, whatever, now includes T, or is that already in there? Yeah, transgender. And when Martina Navratilova came out and said, okay, the transgender stuff, I don't think they should be playing in sports against, like men that are supposedly now female playing against females. Well, the LGBTQ whatever community ostracized her and kicked her out of. There was a couple other what do you call it? Things that she was on the board for.
Yeah, she's like a spokesman on a board or whatever.
And they kicked her out. As much as she's done for that community, and because she doesn't think that physiologic dudes should be playing women's sports, then they got rid of her. They're like, so that's my thing with the LGBTQ whatever community that I have is you guys have, and I say this, and I don't mean this to be rude with everybody, but you guys have an identity crisis. Seriously, you need to find out where your lines are, because if you're just going to let it go, and you're just going to let it flow with the wind, then you're going to lose some of the best people you have, the advocates for you. And you're done.
That's going along what I just said in our last segment. It's already starting to happen. There's a splintering. There's already starting to be conflict within that group, in particular. Other groups as well. But particularly with the LGBTQ community, that they're splintering because everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't back them up, okay, I know rare
Pie.
So anyway, if you're not if you're not falling completely in line,
Yep.
then they're calling you out, and it's
but what's the line?
Exactly.
The
it
line
varies.
goes like here.
Right. The line varies. And it's you're right. There's a lot of internal stuff going on. And my thing with Hillary Clinton is this. Okay, she made her comments to Howard Stern or whatever. However, she is supposedly the mantle holder for the civil rights, and the rights of the community, like when she was going around campaigning for president, and then she was taking the mantle for these people. Okay, my issue with this is if this was somebody like Mitt Romney, okay, I'm just talking about past presidential people that were going in to be president, or John McCain, and they said that Hillary Clinton would probably be one of the first ones to jump on him. Oh, see, that's a typical Republican. They want all the people in the LGBTQ community dead. They don't like you. Bleh. So then you get her, and she's making a comment like, "Oh no, I have never been close to being attracted to a woman," that's bullshit. But anyway, let's call it what it is.
Because they're the only ones that would touch her.
How about that one expose? I forget the title of the book, by the Secret Service agent that was in your White House, Hillary, when you and Bill were in there, and he said you all slept in separate bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would too.
And that your personal secretary would be coming out of your room at like all hours of the morning, 2 and 3 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Taking that personal dictation, all right?
Oh, pantsuit.
But my thing is this, and I agree with Reverend Cuz, obviously old legs there. She got a little too sensitive. But I go on Hillary Clinton too about the hypocrisy of it all.
So here she goes. I think there's a way to refute untrue ideas about one's own identity without saying something damaging to others. So she's even doubting that Hillary's
right
telling the truth.
Exactly. She knows. She knows.
She's got her But the point is this. Well, besides these scapegoats and whatever. But my point is this. Like, if the LGBTQ whatever community, if you guys don't if you don't shore up what your base is and what you really stand for and who you are, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna have some even more leftist radicals going to come in there, and it's going to just defragment what you guys are supposed to be about. And believe me, you're going to end up with no identity. People are just going to get fed up because it's just a free for all, whatever the hell. And then you guys are going to be struggling again because you let just some of this bullshit happen, right? And like I said, like Martina Navratilova, one of the biggest flag bearers for you guys. And over one comment like that.
Yeah, back when it wasn't even popular.
Right.
I mean, we're talking back in the 80s and stuff like that when it was still shunned upon, frowned upon and stuff like that. And she was like the flag bearer.
Because she wasn't one of these in your face, like, blah, blah, blah. She had so much, I don't know, class about it when she did it. But you guys just, so what do you want? You want, I'm trying to think who some jackass, you want Megan, what is her name? Rappin' Hobag, who got Sports Illustrated, whatever the frick. But you want a dumbass like that where she's like, F you and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 instead of a class act like Martina Navratilova. That's what's going to happen, and that's going to derail your whole business off the track, and then it's going to be just.
How about getting Hillary Clinton as your
Because then your representative is going to be these freaking gender fluid, alien looking sons of bitches. You ever seen these ones that no eyebrow? Just Because I don't want to. I don't want to be. I'm genderless. I'm just whatever. And you guys are just going to lose your identity, and it's boom. Anyway,
yeah, you're being hijacked.
You're being hijacked.
You're being hijacked.
So
Take it back.
freaking back.
Elton, and Billie Jean King, all y'all need to get together and take it back from these people that don't really give a crap about what you all have done and fought for decades. Anyway.
Exactly. Anyway, that's all I got.
I think that's all we got. That's all I got.
Yep, that's it.
So, anyway, thank you all.
That's another showdown.
It's another showdown. We're in the middle of December. Now, don't forget, next weekend will be on Sunday at 8 o'clock, and it should be our Christmas show because it will be the last show before Christmas.
Yes, it will.
So, we're going to do a little something special, hopefully. If not,
not sure what exactly that is yet.
It might not really be anything special, but we'll have a nice Christmas. We'll make sure we have a nice Christmas thing going on there.
Yes.
But so next Sunday, 8 o'clock, and until then, have a great week. Hug somebody, laugh, and enjoy life. Don't get so uptight.
I know we were kind of bitching a little bit over here,
I know,
but it's fine. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Yes, we vent, get it out, but we love everybody. We do almost everybody. Well, not really anybody. But I don't even love myself.
Everyone.
I know we hate everybody. That's why we're in the basement. So anyway, enough of that. Till next Sunday. We'll see you then. I notice you have legs still up on the screen.
She what we call skankle.
I know. She kind of turned me on sucking on straw.
She skankle. She don't like. She no like you.
Oh,
you have penis.
Oh, I can change her. I change. Good night, viewers.